Greetings and salutations, wastelanders and wanderers. My name is Oskapt.
And I'm Noodle Pants.
We are excitedly waiting for fishing to drop next week.
Yay, fishing! My camp is all ready for the upgrades and the displays.
And Nuka Nights was kind enough to post today a data mine of all the fish and how to get them.
And axolotls.
So let's dive right in and show you what we've got. First of all, if you are new to the whole fishing thing, we have other videos on how fishing is going to work, but real quick. Basically, you're going to start out, you're going to go to this location, and you will meet the new NPCs, including Linda Lee.
Who is a giant crab with an endless appetite.
The Fisher Them.
Who strokes his fish.
And displays some of the rewards that you'll be getting next season, like the octopus in a bottle. And then Captain Raymond Clark, who you're going to get daily quests from that are related to fishing.
He's the only one of the three who actually speaks a human language.
When you want to fish, you'll simply go and stand in water, but it can't be any water, can it, Noodle?
No, in our experience, if you're standing in very shallow water, like a stream, the fishing pop-up won't even happen. If you encounter that, it's not a glitch, just go deeper.
Once you are in the water and you look at the water, you will be given an option to begin fishing. You always have your fishing rod with you.
Oh, so wait, it's like always equipped?
Yeah, it's always equipped. Yeah, you won't even see it in your inventory. It's just something that you always have.
You are just now magically a fisherman.
That's correct.
Excellent.
You will also be able to uncover plans and purchase mods for your fishing experience throughout the game in the seasons. They'll be coming as rewards. You'll probably see them in the Atomic Shop. And these affect how your fishing performs.
That's right. The mods are not just cosmetic. They're very important. If you want to catch better fish, bigger fish, stranger fish, get those mods.
Some of them affect things like how long it takes to hook a fish, how long it takes to reel one in, the zone in which you have to keep the fish while you're reeling it in, the strength of your line, and so on. So you can't go out there with the generic fishing rod from Walmart. You've really got to care about fishing and invest in your gear.
That's right. Don't be that guy with the basic rod.
Don't be that guy. The next thing that matters is weather. You will catch different fish in different weather conditions.
And that means that you can also control weather conditions with your weather stations.
That's right. If you want to catch a particular kind of fish and you have a weather station that will create the weather in which that fish exists, then just put it up, go stand in the water, and you'll have a better chance of catching that fish.
And I promise that weather station review and comparison video is still coming.
The data miners have been going crazy with fishing to show you what bait in what weather works the best to catch which fish.
Oh, that's really useful.
And as we progress down and we start showing you the fish, they will be marked for your highest chance to catch them.
When we started fishing on the PTS, it seemed like we just kept getting the same generic fish over and over again on our first day. But seeing these numbers actually gives me a lot of hope that if you stick with it, you'll get some fun things.
On the lowest end of the tier, you have generic fish. And these are the ones that you're gonna catch in the beginning until you start getting upgrades. And we're not even gonna go through them because they're just generic.
Just get used to the sunfish. It's gonna be sunfish, sunfish, sunfish.
Next tier above that is common fish. So in this case, improved bait, and in a rain or nuke zone, you'll have a 52% chance to catch these. And in all cases, the fish are only available in certain areas. So the alpine sawgill, for example, is only available in the Savage Divide.
So they really want you to move around the map.
Where it begins to get interesting is when you come to the uncommon fish.
Whoa, these are fun. These are proper mutant fish. Multiple tails, weird faces, all sorts of cool colorings and shapes. As you saw in the generic fish and the common fish, they're all really reskins of the same two fish. But these guys, wow, look at the blister fish.
That's gotta hurt. Definitely, if you pull something like that out of the water, you don't want to eat it. The percentage drop chance that you see below is for superb bait in a nuke zone or rad storm zone, and then of course in the corresponding area. That will give you an 81% chance to catch uncommon fish.
Now, I'm wondering, with these very specific restrictions for the fish location and not just the weather conditions, will there now be scarcity in camp locations?
Absolutely. If you find the ultimate fishing spot and you put a camp there, expect to have issues with your camp when logging into a server. Look at the adorable baby gulper.
Oh, baby gulper.
Uncommon fish are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But not quite as awesome as glowing fish.
Oh, glowing green fish. Those are cool.
Here you're still working with superb bait in a nuke zone or rad storm, and you have a 22% chance to catch one of these. Now, what doesn't make any sense to me is if you have an 81% chance plus a 22% chance, you now have a 103% chance of catching something.
Yeah, I'm not sure the math makes total sense to me.
But it is Bethesda, and we know that math is hard. So perhaps it's of the 81%, you have a 22% chance of the fish you catch being glowing if you're in the right zone.
Oh, okay, maybe.
So that would correspond to approximately a 16% chance of catching a glowing uncommon fish in any particular area.
That makes more sense.
And now we get to the local legends.
Ooh, they're really special fish.
For the best chance of catching these, you want to be using superb bait in rain, which is going to give you a 15% chance. And of course, you have to be in the area where the fish exists.
Wow, that fish is amazing.
In the case of the organ grinder, that's going to be in Organ Cave. For real Takanoth Maw Begotten, he sounds like an outcast from Skyrim.
He does.
You're going to need to be at Big Maw. That's a cool location. I'm glad that they made that a fishing location.
Yeah, I think this will help a lot of the new players really discover the map.
And then of course, the Wavy Willard, which you can get at Wavy Willard's Water Park. As an additional bonus, every single month you will have an opportunity to catch an axolotl.
Oh, these are so cute. I mean, this axolotl who is reskinned and reskinned and reskinned is so cute. Now, axolotls are super endangered and protected in real life, so don't go hunting them, kids.
Your best chance of catching an axolotl is going to be superb bait in the rain, which gives you a 33% chance of catching one.
Look at that face. Look at those hands.
They are adorable. I think the axolotl are going to be the sought after item, because if you can display them, it'll show that you're actually taking the time to invest in fishing.
Yes, I think these are like the glowing rare Fastnacht masks of the fishing world. Except you can't AFK something like this. You really have to go out and get them.
That's correct. Different kinds of bait are going to allow you a better chance to catch different kinds of fish. You're very unlikely to catch a super rare fish with common bait, but nothing from Bethesda is done by accident. So you can obtain common bait from Captain Raymond Clark and the Fishermen, as well as from new collectors that you can put up in your camp. You can get improved bait as a reward from the daily or from public events like Encrypted, Scorched Earth, the Wendigo Colossus, Seismic Activity, Neurological Warfare, and also
Caravans!
I think Bethesda's a little bit bent that nobody's running caravans.
Maybe it's because they never finished caravans. Everyone is still waiting for those 2 missing NPCs, and they're like, nope, never happened.
So watch out though, because after your first large caravan, which is going to cost you 200 caps, you're going to pay 1,400 caps. So we're probably going to see people throwing away caps, trying to get some improved bait that isn't really going to give you all that much improvement in your fishing. You have to decide for yourself if the caps are worth the reward. But we don't know how many improved bait you'll get. Maybe it's going to be guaranteed and you'll get enough.
But caps are now on the scoreboard again.
So at least you got 5,000 caps. That's 3 caravans.
I think this is really great. Integrating the bait into other events. it makes it impossible to ignore fishing. You know, caravans were isolated. If you don't want to participate, some people never even went to milepost 0 and they're getting along just fine. But here, if you play the game the way that you usually play it and you run events, you will just start collecting bait, and before you know it, you're gonna start using it. You're gonna run across pools of water and the fishing pop-up is gonna appear. And since you don't have to equip a fishing rod, you can just start fishing. I think they're kind of hooking us, no pun intended.
Superb bait, however, is only available as a season reward, a couple of times through the general rewards and then also on bonus page 2. Here, Nuka Knight says it may also be available later in the Atomic Shop. 100% it's going to be available for purchase in the Atomic Shop.
Hell yeah, if they can charge money for it and it's not readily available, absolutely, they're gonna sell it to us.
And we will just have to see how annoyed people get buying superb bait and not getting what they want.
Oh yeah, those drop rates better be friendly.
Only time will tell. Depending on the bait that you use, you may also end up with junk on your line.
We've seen that happen on the PTS. We got some doll heads and some oil cans.
And in the daily that you get from Captain Raymond Clark at Angler's Rest, you not only have a chance of getting improved bait and various other things, but you have a 20% chance of getting fishing rod mods that you don't necessarily own, or one of these amazing plans.
Wow, that's my missing furniture. When we were looking at the season rewards, I was disappointed that we only get one slimy couch, but here they are, the tables and the couches.
So you can get started building your new sunken Titanic camp.
Oh, dude, totally.
The Drowned Floodlight is a season reward, but you can also get it as a plan.
Yes, it is.
I bet they'll fix that.
That's very strange.
And by fix, I mean make it not possible.
Just take it away.
There are a lot of cool things in here. And let's take a moment to talk about fishing rod displays. There are several fishing rod displays that you'll be able to get as season rewards from season 21 or other rewards and plans as you see here. Oh my God, fish and potatoes.
That looks amazing.
I'm so hungry. You will not be able to display your real fishing rod on a fishing rod display. You will have to craft a fishing rod just for display, kind of like Flare.
Kind of like Flare, yes. It's quite different from how we display weapons. Like you can take your weapon that you're carrying and put it up on a display, not with rods, because they're not actually a weapon. It's just a new superpower that you have.
That's correct.
Oh, that looks delicious too.
We've got some other plans down here that we don't have pictures for, like advanced drag, attractive hook, improved bearing, stabilized gear ratio, and steady handle. These are the mods for your fishing rod that will help you catch better fish. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everything you need to know to get started fishing when season 21 drops here in another 8 days.
We are actually super excited about this update and also the rewards that are coming. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below now that you have a little bit more information about how fishing is going to work and how it's going to be integrated with the rest of the Fallout 76 universe.
Is this good? Is this bad? Do you not care? Are you suddenly going to start running caravans? Are you going to spend your paycheck on superb baits? Let us know. Thank you for watching. My name is Oskapt.
And Noodle Pants. And until next time,
fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.